And we are live. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome in 2020. Amazing year ahead.
Yeah.
Hi, Callum. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Marcin?
I'm also very good. You've started with a lot of changes as well.
Yeah. I mean, I could show you what's around me, but basically we've moved house and spent the past 2 weeks just getting everything ready and moved and whatever, and we have like nothing.
Good start.
Yeah.
A good starting point. But you're back in London, right?
Yeah, back in London. Yeah, it's hopefully going to be good.
I just came back from London yesterday. I've been there
Yeah.
for 2 days only, but it's always good to be there. So good to have you back as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were out for 3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's the longest break we've ever actually. Well, we only missed 2 episodes, right?
Yeah. But it was all done on purpose. I hope people had some rest from us. But I've seen some people waiting for the episode last week, so that's good, and that's great to be back. And we have a long list of things to discuss today.
Of news. Who'd have thought people would be busy over Christmas doing Umbraco things, but apparently they were.
Yeah, a lot of people use this time to finally work on some items which were not picked during the busier parts of the year before the Christmas and stuff like that. But let's maybe start from what will happen and what can happen in 2020, because we were invited for some of the events will occur in the next weeks. And also Neil started a really nice discussion about the Umbraco and the year maybe ahead, and some ideas which can be gathered to be changed in Umbraco. And the question was, if you could decide one thing, what would you change in Umbraco CMS? And there were a lot of great inputs, right?
There were some fantastic ideas here. A lot of people getting really behind certain things. I like Dave's comment, even though I'm kind of on the fence about the whole tabs thing.
Yeah.
Saying, look, it's been a year, we're still not liking it. Maybe it's time to look at that. And Niels was very receptive to it, which is nice to see.
I was not able to pick single item, to be honest. I still have a to-do task on my list to respond to this thread, because but the most challenging part for me is to just focus on one thing, which is the most important thing from my perspective. And I still don't know if it's about the editor's experience or developer's experience or anything else. But everyone can contribute, and it's amazing to see, even by the amount of likes on every response. What is kind of maybe the focus point on or the weak point of the current Umbraco ecosystem, because it's not only about the CMS but mostly about the CMS here in this thread, and maybe combine forces to help in making it fixed or better in this year.
Yeah, definitely. And you said, okay, yes, you're supposed to only say one thing. A few people put 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Actually, by engaging with the likes, you're kind of, if someone's already mentioned it, you don't have to mention it again. You can back it up that way.
Yeah, that's exactly how I've done. You can see some of my likes here in those threads. But
the thing I want to know, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure back in maybe the summer, Niels did a similar thing, and we were told that there were one thing when Runa came on, one thing that we can fix, like straight away. What do you want it to be? And I can't remember what the winning one was.
But definitely there was a roadmap thing mentioned, because that was said, and right now it's purely focused on the CMS, not the, let's say, processes outside of it, cloud and stuff like that. It's not about it. It's about the CMS experience, which is good for everyone interested in CMS here. So yeah, people contribute. If you haven't seen this thread, we will list it of course underneath the video, and I'm also thinking that it's a kind of an intro to another point on our list, which is Umbraco New Year's reception, because Niels and Anders invited all of us subscribe to the Umbraco newsletter to Umbraco New Year's reception, which will be live in 3 days, so on January 13th. And yeah, maybe a lot of those ideas can be considered as a next steps or even parts of considerations for the Umbraco plan for 2020?
The newsletter promised like a review of 2019, a look at the plans for 2020, and a special surprise. So we'll have to wait and see what that special surprise is.
Yeah. From another special surprises, we were finishing the 24 days in Umbraco, and question for you, Callum: did you catch up on all of the articles, or?
Of course not. No.
Let's be true.
The crazy thing is, they were releasing one article a day, and at times that was quite difficult to keep up with because they're big articles and you have to read a lot. And then the last, I think, 5 or 6 posts were double articles. So
exactly.
I think it started with my one on the 19th, where I did 2, and then after that we had AD and headless, view and push notifications, accessibility, dashboards and migrations, like overload. Can't keep up. They did 8 or 9 posts from when we went like off air for our Christmas episode and finishing 9 posts. It's going to be like 35 days in Umbraco.
But this is for what we have January for. we could start the year from learning some stuff. But I've just usually scanned through every article and see the key points of it, and it looks just amazing. And then I always come back to specific topics when it's needed. So I kind of adapt knowledge when it's required in my work, or maybe the topic's not trying to learn everything ahead in time. Yeah. So it's good to have it there, and great series this year. Big high five for everyone who contributed and gathered it all together once again, and for everyone behind the scenes helping to make it happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into that. I was catching up with Jan quite a lot during December, and there was points where he said, "Oh, we don't even know if we're going to have enough articles to fill 24 days," yeah. And then it's like, "Oh, and now we've got hundreds of them."
Yeah, I remember the stock. Yeah, exactly. So it's good to have this amount of knowledge to learn from. Let's jump to another community thing, which is the reason why we are all wearing an amazing Umbraco t-shirts today. So it's informal announcement every time, because some people in the community wants to just gather people together and make it happen. And this first official Friday of the year can be used as an Umbraco tease day, and everyone is invited to just wear one of the Umbraco t-shirts, take a picture of it and send it to social media with a tag Umbraco tease. And I decided to come back to originals, and when it all started for me as a let's say public community member, which is an Umbraco UK Festival 2015, and you decided.
I've gone with the Code Cabin 2019 apparel, but I had a different one on, and based on something which I think we're going to talk about a bit later, I decided to change it.
Ooh. we will have a live t-shirt change during the umbraCoffee. No, we will lose the subscribers.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm joking.
For images.
But it's going to be a really busy year, and a lot of things is going to happen. We have some amazing events already scheduled ahead. But let's start from let's get back to Umbraco and Umbraco HQ's plans. And you've been a part of the first round table discussion around the square table.
Round square table, yeah. It's apparently really difficult to find a really big round table.
Yeah, but the next one will happen in March, right?
Yeah.
Before the Umbraco Spark conference.
Yeah, and they're keeping the same team that was there before, because yes. I think it's effectively a continuation of that same discussion that was had. We all left that discussion going, we need more of this. we were just getting to the good stuff. So yeah, a continuation.
And when was the last one?
It was it was before DUUGfest, so it was October, 3 months ago.
So yeah, it's perfect period to just come back and make some actions or summaries of what happened in between of those periods. And yeah. So good. You will have an amazing chat. And is it going to be shared once again as a probably summary post, and maybe?
So like before, there'll be people that will take notes, and a summary will be shared. And then I hope, just like it's been done here, kind of couple of months after, some of the actions out of that and the effects of those will be shared through a blog post or something.
No, that's nice. And as we are all going to be on Umbraco Spark, at least from most of this period, we will also be asking more questions for you, hopefully just straight after this discussion. And some teams were mentioned in this blog post, and that's a good transfer to another point on our list, which is package team and some of the changes inside of the packages team. You've said on the last umbraCoffee that you joined some of the discussions also at some if I remember. Oh, it was in the .NET Core team.
With both. It was the package
yeah.
team and the .NET Core team. So back to back, there was a chat about how we can make packages better, and how the hell can we get the community involved in making .NET Core reality.
Yeah, but also we can see right now more and more changes around packages and packages sections. And Jesper shared this update, for example, which was not a bug; it's a feature for everyone who was surprised about seeing draft packages in our Umbraco profile. And also there is a mystery package, which is an hour, and it's not yet the on-premise version of Umbraco Deploy, but it's one of the steps to see it here, right?
Exactly. So this is I think kind of testing that draft functionality. You've got a package there, but it has no package. It has no file. I've just noticed that they've got 7,777 karma points on their profile.
Oh yeah.
A quick vote for me, Marcin, so that goes up. Lovely.
Yeah. let's ruin this perfect number. But yeah, that's good to have it. It's working. Obviously, it's proving the fact that the package drafts are a thing, and everyone can use it. Everyone who's I also think that it's a good place to have a discussion about some ideas for packages, because it might be connected with some our threads, and maybe help gathering people to contribute on some packages, not directly on GitHub, but maybe some other inputs, not straight from developers and people who are not maybe familiar with GitHub or Git repositories. So yeah, it might be used on various.
For closed source things as well, because I think actually this week I saw Kevin Jumpers put uSync complete on there as well. Of course, he's not put the things there to download, but just as a place to have release notes and to have documentation, and then you have like a whole forum underneath it. It makes a lot of sense.
If we are on the topic of uSync, maybe we can just jump straight ahead to new releases, because of course Kevin made this period very, very active, and we were seeing a new release of uSync complete, and all the rest releases related to it. It's version 8.4.0. Great release notes once again. A lot of improvements, smaller or bigger, and also the publisher UI updates, which I've seen already. They're great, and once again, big high five, Rock for Kevin for making it all happen. And we were joking before going live that we will probably see some new release just seconds before we will go live. But yeah, we were not monitoring it actively, so we will see. And using this topic to discuss, we can congratulate Kevin for achieving a nice milestone in downloads. It's 500,000 total downloads of uSync on Nougat only, right? So
like when I checked this morning, so this is actually now 509,000. In total, Kevin has got coming up to 1.5 million downloads of all packages on his Nougat account. So that includes uSync and uSync Core as well, because they kind of always come together. But the super interesting thing I found was if you compare, say, uSync has 500,000 downloads, Umbraco has 1.5 million, 1.6 million, which would imply that this is on Nougat, and of course isn't active installs or anything, but it would imply that for every 4 people that install Umbraco, 1 person installs uSync, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Really.
crazy, and really big number, which is amazing, and that's just proves the popularity of the packages, and those numbers are good. And I'm also thinking that as a part of the packages discussion, there were also topics around statistics and information about the usage of specific packages, and that's always good for even package creators, maybe even if they are not monitoring it actively, to just see how their packages are behaving. And we have a clarification from Jesper, which can prove that we are live. So yeah, thanks Jesper for clarifying it. So draft packages are not published for people to see, like the deploy one here, are for yourself to edit and update until you are ready. So that's.
I can start queuing up all of those ideas I've had and just create a massive to-do list that never gets published.
And you will be just logging in and seeing what great ideas you had. This is exactly how my Trello board looks like. So exactly. I don't want to transfer it to another tool yet. But the other packages, Anders released the new version of Skybred redirects, which is yet another very popular package used by a lot of solutions and Umbraco installations. Positional content, something what was I forgot about this package, to be honest, and I just remembered about it when it was announced that it right now is supported in Umbraco 8.x, but it is here. Did you use it in any of your projects so far?
I've not used it. So I spoke to Phil quite a lot, Phil, who built the package, when they first released it for V7, got a demo. It looked really, really nice. It's perfect for building things like a carousel where you want to position stuff in different places. It makes loads of sense. It's a cool package. I've never had a use case for it. I've never had a project where I can just go, oh yeah, I'll install that.
Same here.
But it was historically closed source until this V8 version, which is now all there on GitHub, so people can start contributing, and yeah, hopefully that will spark more people using it as well.
Yeah, exactly. And if we are on the topic of images, there's another great package which just came out recently, and it's named Punk Optimize.
Yes.
And it helps to optimize images straight from the media section. So
yeah,
we can
fire off to like tiny PNG and a few other library services to compress things down. It's cool.
Yeah, so everyone who wants to just save some space on servers and stuff like that and just make images perform better, that's the one which you can use.
That's the question I have though. So I guess what this is doing is it's firing the file off, getting it back, and putting it back on it, replacing the file on disk, I assume. But what if you overly compress it and it comes back horrible? Is there a way back?
It's open source, so we can see how it's done. But yeah, I don't know if it shouldn't store original image, basically, because that would be how I can imagine.
It depends on the purpose. If it's for like optimizing delivery, or if it's for optimizing storage.
Yeah, we can dive into the code and see how it works, or just test it. But that's a good question. Probably that's the most important question when it comes to optimizing images on live solutions, because editors may drop it and lose it if it will be optimized and come back in horrible state. Yeah, we've seen situations like that.
Yeah.
Cool. But there's also another section around the releases and 5 different content apps.
Yeah,
released by
David Armitage has been incredibly busy over Christmas.
Oh yeah. I won't even try to pronounce this word.
Plagiarism.
So you can just do it. But those are a couple of great examples, probably coming out from the real needs of clients or editors within some of the projects, to just use content apps around the content page, which is here. So it's search for duplicate content around across the whole project, I presume. So you can probably detect how much of your content is just duplicating another place, and
I think it's content from the web. So to check if you've got like if you've copied content off another site and pasted it into yours, this will go, hey, that actually appears on 3 other sites.
how you can compare with your content with other pages. That's true. Yeah.
So it's using an API, CopyScape API, which aggregates data and actually goes and finds out where stuff's used online.
That's nice. I think the good idea will be to also have it inside of your solution, because if you have a lot of articles on your page which are serving the same content, you probably should avoid this situation.
Good point.
That was the first one. The second one is lorem content app, which
generator.
Lorem ipsum generator straight in the content app in Umbraco. I use Chrome extension for it, but I'm more than sure that some of the editors would love to have this functionality in their solution. Then the keywords extractor. So yeah, another helpful tool for optimizing content by extracting keywords from the content page. And translator. We've already mentioned there's a lot of them. So Pocket Translator straight in the Umbraco content app. Yep. And the last one, Content Spinner, which is
Spinbot. Do you know what?
Yeah, I think it might be used to make the original text looks different and be different. So be spinned. If you're writing a thesis for your university and you're copying and pasting blogs from other books or your friends' theses, so you can just copy paste it here and span it a little. Really useful tool, not only for content editors, as you can see. But yeah, great set. It's once again, it's amazed me the most how clients and solutions requires content to be processed. And as I didn't have any use cases for specific content apps yet, it's good to see other people and companies doing it and requiring it.
Also yet to build a content app for a client.
Cool. Other releases, Bulma Starter Kit, new version 1.0.8, released on January 7th with some really nice additional set of tools. And that's all from our releases list, but we also have that's all.
20 releases.
Yeah, 20 releases, just 20 releases. So we can jump to some other amazing newses. And first of all, we had also a Swift release and great article about using Examine in Umbraco 8. Paul gathered all of the documented and undocumented use cases and code bits helpful to everyone who wants to just use Examine search functionality in V8. And yeah, once again, great article and just
great resource.
Yeah, great resource to just copy and paste, and not only to just work with Umbraco Examine indexes in V8. And that's from Swift. What was next? Oh yeah, once again coming back to packages. So if we are interested in what's going on around the packages, there is a email update subscription possible to be subscribed to right now, right? And it's on Umbraco about packages newsletter. We'll of course list the link straight to the.
I noticed as well. So a few weeks ago, when you first clicked packages in the navigation on Our, it took you to this page effectively. But now it takes you to the package listing, but there's some kind of little box at the top that says, "Hey, do you want to go and learn about packages and all of our initiatives?" Which is just way nicer.
Yeah, it was the additional click usually when it comes to user experience to which we were all used to. But right now we can also navigate to those sections. That's exactly what I've spotted as well. So yeah, that's it. And what next we have on our list?
We got
events. A lot of blog posts. We can jump to events later, but we have some blog posts. And the next one is Shannon's article about deployment of Umbraco Cloud projects to the web apps using DevOps. I haven't seen this article, to be honest. Callum, you followed the content here? Did you check?
Yeah, I read it. So what the article is more focused on is, by default, Umbraco Cloud gives you a
repo,
a website, not a web application. So this is one, transporting your Umbraco Cloud site over to a Umbraco Cloud, Visual Studio web application project, and then actually Azure pipelines to build and deploy that to cloud. And I think this is part 1 of 2. There's going to be a second one about keeping projects up to date, which I'm really interested in.
I remember doing some magic with internal pull requests between the repositories in the past to make it all in sync. And I'm also happy to see how it can be done and how it can be optimized. And I'm more than sure that Shannon will provide a really useful set of steps to just follow and make it work with Umbraco Cloud, and not and internal deployments for solutions like Azure Web Apps in parallel. Looks good. I need to share it and list it and just come back to that. What's the next article? It was about 404s. So some of Gold partners once again contributed to help in gathering some fancy usages of 404 pages and different approaches of it. Some made just for fun, some made for really useful help to everyone who will get lost in the pages. And I don't know if we have a link to Twitter discussion about it, but I've shared a list of 404 pages gathered by Emma Gerland. It's I always come back to this list, and there are some great examples of how you can be creative around simple functionality like 404s. That's great to see, and great reference points for everyone who will be working on 404s, and not only, but that's another example of series of articles which is an output of Gold partners' input, basically, which is good to see.
I love this format. This like, let's ask a Gold partner some questions. It's great.
Yeah. The next one was uProfile. So yeah, we have a new uProfile in January. Is Alice, and yeah, that's once again. I've met Alice in one of the festivals. I can't remember which one, to be honest.
I met Alice. Oh, she came to the Poland festival.
Yeah, it was in Poland, exactly.
And the Swedish festival she spoke at.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, great set of information about Alice. And I remember that she decided to go to Polish festival a couple of days before it, and just after the peak of Umbraco spirit learned in Sweden, from what I remember. So that's great, and once again, great set of insights and resources used by their company and stuff like that. And we highly encourage everyone to follow and read it and explore next uProfiles on Umbraco Serious. And I'm just looking on the next list. Oh, me, I was featured on Owen's.
You were on the community corner, weren't you?
Yes, I almost forgot that I was curious if I've submitted those answers for Owen or not, but then I said, okay, that's it looks like I've submitted those answers. So if you want to,
I'm also wondering whether I've submitted.
So yeah, it's a series done by Owen, highlighting the Umbraco MVPs and set of questions being answered by all of them who submitted the answers using the form shared by Owen. So if you want to learn how I started doing Umbraco and what I do, how I do, it's a great article on Owen's blog, which we'll list somewhere down below. And events. Right now we can talk more about events. So we can start from the one related with your T-shirt, maybe.
Yeah.
The signups are right now open, and the deadline is the deadline already?
It's the 12th of June.
Oh yeah, 12th of June. So yeah, if you want to start from submitting yourself to one of the other type of events, which CodeCab indefinitely is, it's a great chance to start from doing it. It's already open. We will also link.
It was truly fantastic this year. I didn't quite know what to expect, and it was really, really, really good. You learned a lot, but also just spent a weekend with lovely people. I know that Busra has already signed up. She said on Twitter this morning she's put her application in, so that's Yeah, that's awesome. I encourage you, as many people as possible to apply. And it was going to clash with the Dutch festival, but it doesn't anymore. Yay.
Yeah. If we are speaking about Dutch festival, we were I got the information which is not public yet anywhere else, so we can use our stream to announce it, because the Dutch festival will happen.
Are we allowed to announce it? Oh,
yes, we are allowed. We are allowed right now. I got the official confirmation. So the Dutch festival will happen on October 2nd.
In the
same location but different building, from what I've heard.
Again.
Yeah, but location is the same, just building will change.
Cool.
But that's the first information. But it's in October. Everyone can pencil it down if they are interested. But we have some events closer in time, and one of those events is a virtual one. And it's happening the next Saturday.
Next Saturday, not tomorrow. Week tomorrow.
Yeah, the next Saturday. So we will remind about it next Friday for sure. But this is the Umbraco virtual meetup. There is an agenda. You are talking there about super friendly projects.
Yep.
And there are some other great speakers and great topics to learn about. So yeah, if you want to attend, just sign up here. 20 people already confirmed their presence. Really good to see it. And another event which we've mentioned already is Umbraco Spark, and it's in March. Yep. And the agenda is right now complete, or I don't know. We can see some new faces, and I know this guy at least. But there is also two amazing guys from Perplex, Jeffrey and Daniel, and some of the great talks which I'm looking for too. And I can't wait, to be honest, to see this event and all of the talks highlighted here.
It's a really great lineup, and yeah, it's a really great lineup. John Skeet talking is going to be incredible. But never expected that at an Umbraco event.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, that's all from what I can see when it comes to events. Code Cabin, virtual. just to catch it up, not miss anything. We have some other things. You wanted to switch your T-shirts. You want to do it now? So yeah, what else do we have on our agenda? We have one more important topic, because today it's the end of it's the deadline for submitting interest for the .NET Core team, which is the latest team formed by Umbraco to help in this case transfer or migrate Umbraco to .NET Core. Mm-hmm. So everyone can submit until the end of today. If the
time, so it just says today.
Yep.
I assume if you get it in today, it'll be fine. They'll probably make the decision Monday or something.
Yeah. So there is this blog post highlighting the whole purpose behind the team, the ideas, and how it will be organized. So what I can suggest is to spread this link across your teams and developers, because I know that in various companies there are some people who are more or less experienced in .NET Core, or maybe want to be experienced or learn more about .NET Core and don't have chance to work with .NET Core yet. That's a great chance to start doing it. And yeah,
if you've maybe you don't want to commit to being part of the team, but you do still want to be involved, there's a list of links there for up for grabs issues, things that people can get involved in. People have already been doing that over Christmas, so just go on GitHub. There's an up for grabs and a .NET Core label, I think, to find issues if you want to get involved.
Yeah, exactly. And last on our list was another funny community contribution. I was going to say I need to check this breakfast place, because right now I'm tempted to. But Carol spotted the unbasing. What is it? I don't know. It's a card.
So this is. I think they have pieces of
fabric,
and you can write your name and a message on it. And someone, I believe it was George, put Umbraco stickers and everything up in this place, Breakfast Club in Liverpool Street.
Yeah, looks like it was Mike and the rest of the team from HQ doing it. But the recommendation of their breakfast was also mentioned. So as I said, next time in London, I know at least where to go for a breakfast.
It's a good breakfast.
But it's amazing, and I see Umbraco logos is an amazing initiative, and I'm always trying to contribute on my own way. We have some umbraCoffee stickers, usually left in various places. If you will be in different countries, different areas of the world, just try to spot Umbraco logos and tweet about it.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's all from our list, Callum. I don't know if I didn't miss anything. But it's
absolutely everything. We managed it in 35 minutes. That's impressive.
Impressive. Yeah, impressive. So yeah, that's the beginning of the year. I really hope that everyone had a great entrance into the 2020. And yeah, we will see each other in the next episodes, next Fridays, as usual. Do you want to add anything else, Cam? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I think we've probably covered enough.
Yep. So yeah, of course, all the links will be down there on the YouTube description. I won't be using fancy banners to invite you to like us, subscribe us, or I will. But if you can, if you want to, if you have not subscribed, if you haven't subscribed us yet, just do it. And see you all next week. Oh, cheers. End of the broadcast.